The wrath of God is going full force. We cannot remove God from our country.
What do you mean the wrath of God?
I feel like with Kamala Harris...
You're saying the wrath of God is coming after Kamala Harris?
No. I'm saying God is very not... sorry. Let me take it back.
Do you want Donald Trump to be a strongman president?
Of course I do.
Do you want Donald Trump to go after Democrats?
100%, yeah.
Do you want Donald Trump to go after the media?
Yes, I do. We need a new whole system on the media.
Do you think Donald Trump is the only man for the job?
Right now, 100%.
The only guy that could do this is Donald Trump.
The only one? Who else is there? Who else can put up what he does?
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Absolutely not.
You know, Trump supporters will say that Donald Trump is not a fascist, he's not a racist, he's not a sexist, he's not an idiot, he's none of those things. But after 10 years of dealing with this man, the truth is that that's exactly why they like him. They love his antics, they love the show that he puts on, and they're 100% in favor of everything that he stands for.
The fact that we have decided that in this country we are not going to honor civil rights should be something that we all take issue with. Considering the fact, for some that don't know what civil rights are about, because some people only believe that it deals with black folk, let me explain. Civil and political rights are a class of rights that protect individuals' freedom from the infringement by governments, social organizations, and private individuals. They ensure one's entitlement to participate in the civil and political life of society and the state. Defined another way, the right to be free from discrimination, the freedom to worship as we choose, the right to vote for our elected representatives, the protections of due process, the right to privacy. If any of that sounds familiar, it is because these are rights that are born out of our Constitution, something that we all supposedly have sworn an oath to, and we swear to not only, we don't just swear to it, we are supposed to protect those rights.
If they decided to go back to a monarchy and make Donald Trump the king, would you be okay with that?
I would do that versus what we're at now. Yeah. With the system being manipulated and corrupted, it isn't a true democracy. If you don't have legal justice for everybody, you are no longer a democracy. That's the whole core of democracy.
But Queen Melania will not have been born in the United States.
So, she's a great first lady.
But if she were a queen, would that be okay with you?
I don't care. Okay. Many of them haven't. I mean, she's a good person. Smart, beautiful.
God save the queen?
Never know. Now we have so much communism coming in and trying to take over our country, and they've been here for 20 years trying to, and they've been accomplishing it. They're good.
Be specific about that a little bit, like when you say the communism coming into the country, where in the form of?
Infiltration throughout the system. I think they've gotten into a lot of your local. I think the coasts have it a lot more than we do, but maybe it's just more obvious on the coast. You never know.
Do you think that any of the legal problems that the former president's having are going to hurt him in this coming election?
No, it makes him stronger.
In what way?
It's kind of like in the Bible. It says that God will put you through a furnace and you'll come out like stainless steel in the end. If you don't have tribulation and you stand for God, you must not be totally standing for him, because that's where we're at.
And how did Donald Trump make your life better?
Oh, he gives me hope that someone will stand up for it. As the Bible also says, whenever there's times of great trouble and you're his people, that he will provide a leader. And I do believe that Trump is our leader that God has given us. It's kind of like Charleston Heston was called the American Moses, and he was in charge of the NRA and did the "In my dead hands will the guns be pulled." Yeah, and that was his famous statement. Yeah. And I seen where they had the 10 Commandments on public TV, and public TV said Charleston Heston's the American Moses. And I go, well, he was there, and now he's handing the baton to Trump. And Trump is our leader.
Except
as
that
far
he's
as
not.
morals and standards.
I mean, every other word that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth is a lie. This dude literally tried to overthrow the government because he lost the election in 2020. Still won't admit that he lost the election in 2020. All right-wing media outlets and media figures talk about is DEI and how there's too many black and brown people in corporate positions. We're looking at that with the LA fires. Even though the overwhelming majority of fire chiefs in LA are white men, they're laser focused on the 3 black gay women because, you know, there's too much DEI and only white men are qualified to do anything that counts. Donald Trump, who on the campaign trail in the middle of a debate said that Haitian immigrants were eating people's cats and dogs. Donald Trump, who is right now attempting to end birthright citizenship via executive orders. He can't do that. There's going to be a ton of court battles, but that's what he's doing. Donald Trump, who on day one is axing DEI programs from the federal government. You know, because if there's a black pilot on a plane, according to Charlie Kirk, if there's a black pilot, he's going to be nervous because there's no telling if this dude is actually qualified to fly the plane. No. White supremacy is what the Republican Party is pretty much all about. Despite the fact that Republican politicians take away social benefits and do things like really try hard to axe Social Security and the Affordable Care Act, it's the racism that continues to sell. The Southern strategy is real, and Donald Trump has not deviated from it one bit. He tripled down on it and won.